So, I watched 2020's The Hunt, or better known as Nater Tot's Food Time, and well, it was one wild film. Jaw-dropping surprises, tons of WTF moments, competent filmmaking, and a morally fascinating history.
The movie, The Hunt, has been killed.
For all the criticism of Donald Trump, at the root of it, though, there's a deeper anger. There really is a belief system that we're smelly Walmart voters.
Is this flick worth your time and attention? Let's find out. Before getting into this review, a review copy was sent by Universal Studios. This is not a paid review and will feature my complete honesty. Secondly, I'll be doing a giveaway during this video for The Hunt. The digital code will be given away via a prompt later in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. The Hunt is an American horror thriller film that was released earlier in 2020. The Hunt follows a group of people that mysteriously wake up in the middle of nowhere, gagged and forced to work together. Within moments of waking up, they soon realize they are being hunted by unknown forces who are brutally killing them one by one. The Hunt was set for release in September of 2019, but was delayed due to the mass shooting seen months prior in Dayton and El Paso. The film's strong political message and obvious on-the-nose brutality didn't look well in comparison to the recent events. This forced the studio to release it in March of 2020, where it received both mixed reviews and box office performance before movie theaters were closed down. The Hunt was directed by Craig Zobel, whose credits include episodes on The Leftovers, Westworld, American Gods, and the film Z for Zachariah. The script would come from Nick Cuse and Damon Lindelof. Lindelof, of course, had a long, detailed filmography including Lost, The Leftovers, Watchmen, Star Trek Into Darkness, Prometheus, and Tomorrowland, just to name a few. The film, of course, has taken a lot of backlash in regards to its political commentary seen throughout.
Film that garnered a lot of controversy after the latest mass shootings will not even make it to theaters.
Criticism has went towards its depiction of liberal elites as well as its perceived targeting of red state voters.
Who is the good guy in this situation? It's not the liberals,
guys in the field,
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
This is a movie that I think quite clearly is set up that the red state team is the good team.
At least 2 out-and-out blatant shots at white people.
I don't think they believe you, Gary. Did you hear him? Did you hear him?
مش عارف ليه هالأمريكي غضبان جدا ما بديك.
Bullshit. That's bullshit.
Don't tell me that there is not a clear far left agenda in Hollywood.
Huh? That's all you have to say for yourself? Everybody you kidnapped and killed. That's because they busted you and your friends and put it on the internet?
No one busted us.
I haven't seen it.
We were joking, but you ignoram took it literally. You actually believed we were hunting human beings for sport.
But you are.
What?
Hunting human beings for sport.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't true.
Look, I don't expect them to ever admit they're wrong. I don't expect them to own it.
Ooh, you don't really care about the truth, do you?
Of course I do. The only difference is I'm right.
I haven't seen it.
Such criticism has went as high as the president himself. The film's original title was Red State vs. Blue State, referencing the political ideologies of the country, but was later changed. The film took a lot of heat going back as far as the test screenings that were largely negative of the film's political commentary, with some audience members citing a large discomfort with the politics. President Trump tweeted in regards to the film being released that it was coming out in order to inflame and cause chaos. National Review's commentators believe that the film actually had a right-wing, anti-liberal tone that was misinterpreted by some critics.
They're not real. You know what we have here? Crisis actors.
You know what this is, right? Goddamn Manorgate.
This is real? Look, I have a podcast. I've been exposing these people, okay? They were placed on the train as a part of Manorgate.
The film had taken such a beating that it actually became one of those odd films that taunted its critics on the poster, similar to that god-awful Gotti film that John Travolta released. Before getting into my thoughts on the film itself, I do want to say that the political gags featured on the poster might be the one thing that doesn't really sit right with me. The film was delayed due to its release around some of the deadliest mass shootings in US history, so to openly taunt its critics with dangerous, not appropriate, a disturbance to our country, a sick murder fantasy, it just doesn't feel right. Granted, it's a movie, and I get that, but they kind of forgot the original point, didn't they? Earlier in the review, I mentioned a digital code giveaway. This is a great opportunity to support the channel, as well as get a freebie. It's as simple as this. Like the video, and comment down below what the last film you saw in theaters was. This is a voodoo code, and it's applicable in the United States only, or someone stealthy enough with a VPN. No, unfortunately, I do not have a VPN sponsor today, but that would be pretty cool. The Hunt is a brisk watch, from the early moments of the film to the last. The film flies by with an even-paced 90 minutes. Only a scene or two are wasted potential, including the second scene of the film on an airplane. The rest of the film is high-octane, top-level violence and gore that left me jaw-dropped. The cast is absolutely loaded. Guaranteed anyone with any level of pop culture knowledge will recognize a face or two, only for that character to get absolutely annihilated. The film's high-octane, tongue-in-cheek, cursing at every bullet fired and blood by the gallons effect is entertaining, but then dives down. It's about 15 minutes in when the main character, Crystal, played by Betty Gilpin, walks into the film and kicks it into another gear. Gilpin's performance in this film is simply superb.
No, please! Cigarettes in Arkansas only cost $6. You fucked up, bitch!
One of the fine quality decisions of character creation is leaving the audience with enough to answer, but leaving some to question. Crystal is that character, with each answer revealing another question that soon makes you completely wrapped up in the psychology of this character. In my opinion, her character is up there with some of the finest pieces of female action heroes, and then some, sometimes interweaving total ass-kicking with suddenly slow, emotional breaks that leave you totally lost for words.
And, I work at a car rental company, and there's nowhere to put that. So maybe today, I can,
Then, in an instant, she cracks a joke, smiles, and goes on. At the end of the film, I felt bad that I had no idea who Betty Gilpin was, but now I do. Damon Lindelof has been on my radar for years. Of course, his work in Lost is well regarded, and then he went on to do some fantastic stuff with HBO, including The Leftovers and Watchmen. He has a knack for telling political stories, but ushering them in through personal journeys. The Hunt, well, it's about as subtle as a diesel truck and about as stealthy as a nuclear bomb. Characters bantering together will often drop hot topics like pro-choice.
Hope she was pro-choice.
Don't joke about choice, man.
Or gun control.
We could just shoot them as soon as they grab their guns.
Riffing through each social issue with an on-the-nose attitude that's akin to your father yelling at you to take out the trash.
Oh, Richard. Guys, we're all on the same team.
Did you say guys?
I'm sorry, I gendered it.
Somebody gets hurt.
Is that a kimono? That's appropriation, Richard.
It was a blessing in disguise. We're gonna build that gas station for pennies.
Whoa.
Jesus,
No.
Listen. If we don't have at least one person of color in this, it is going to be problematic.
I'm playing an Arab refugee. I'm from Connecticut.
If it was any more on the nose, Mike Tyson would be breaking it. Some political pundits felt that their side, whether it be Democratic or Republican, were being taunted, but the joke is on them. They're all being trashed by the script that hammers its way through the asinine idea of it all. One scene in particular, the hunters are all sitting around, talking about various political things, each time seemingly stepping on the toes of another and then apologizing.
In Haiti? Remind us, what were you doing there again? You were curing AIDS in a favela, isn't that?
Don't joke about AIDS.
No.
All this while they're holding guns in hands, waiting to savagely murder someone. During this, an animal emerges and they accidentally kill the animal. They all show immense remorse for the animal.
The fuck? He was an innocent!
Once again, waiting in a bunker to kill innocent people who disagree with their political opinion. Some of the conservative characters are treated like bumpkin idiots.
Go up! What is this Avatar shit?
Spitting out conspiracy after conspiracy. for only a partial part of it to be right, and then to resort to taunting the other characters.
Gary, go.
I'm not your buddy!
Sometimes the commentary and satire is clever.
You got a phone?
Please, we have children. We have grandchildren.
You have grandchildren? Can I see a picture of them? I'm just kidding. I give a fuck. Give me the phone.
Son.
Other times, it's just as blunt as a high school social studies class.
She's a woman.
Hey, miss. Do you think you should be afforded mercy just because you're a girl?
No.
All this culminates in a lengthy hand-to-hand combat scene between Crystal and the film's villain in a kitchen. The scene uses lots of wide shots, showing the actresses go absolutely mental on each other in one hell of an action brawl. It gets brutal before a character pauses to let the other character know, okay, let's stop breaking all the glass. The randomness of it all really breaks up those moments of sheer brutality. Despite being referenced as a horror film, the black comedy throughout kept me engaged and kept those violent moments from being too much.
Jesus.
Nope, that's Gary.
Sometimes it's just plain funny, with the character referencing something, or sometimes that satire actually pays off in a way that is insightful but chuckle-worthy. Despite the brutality of the action, it does work, albeit the dependence on CG blood can be a bit too much.
Hopefully, when you get to the end of the movie, you realize, wow, if only we could have just sat down and tried to work out our differences in other ways.
The Hunt is one hell of a film. I'd have a hard time calling it good, but a harder time calling it bad. Its sheer volume of political satire might be too much for some people.
Wait, you were in Haiti? Remind us, what were you doing there again? You were curing AIDS in a favela, isn't that?
Don't joke about AIDS.
But it does make great use of your perception of well-known actors. In these instances, when a movie leaves me with the "it's fine" verdict, I'd have to recommend a viewer to watch something else. In this case, I can't. Betty Gilpin is just sensational throughout.
Who am I? Lady, I don't know who you are. I just know that you're crazy. I am crazy.
Going from badass to crying to cracking jokes and then kicking people in the head. You just want to keep learning about her character, but then the film is over and you find yourself wanting just a bit more of Crystal. I'd give The Hunt a C+. Have you guys seen The Hunt? What'd you think of the film? For me, Gilpin's performance really stole the show, and I'd love to see the actress get more roles in the future. Let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to enter the contest to win a free digital copy. I'll see you soon, tots.